Alright, sorry guys, I'll switch it over. We're here on Teutoburg Forest. So, screen will kick in just a sec. We got FocusTheBeast over here towards the top right of the map. And the blue trunks is the Greeks. Pretty similar setup to last game with our red trunks Egyptian MAGMAM taking on a Greek opponent. Going for this early stone gathering. Focus. Just on the storehouse at the moment. Don't know if he's going to go for a spear rush or not. MAGMAM actually just distance gathering for the time being. He has gone for hunting dogs. He's going to go for a storehouse here. And that'll double as a wood storehouse too, I suppose. Not ideal to chop into the resources at the back. Because your players are pretty sandwiched in the middle of the map. There is some resources towards these sides. It's a really good map to try and rush and contain your opponent. And then just chip away at his eco, which will be pretty imperfect. Conversely though, if you can play a really tight defensive game with what you've got, like get a second hunt there, and if you get lucky with a close second gold, it can really be quite a nice transition to age 3, and then trying to break said hold on your base. MAGMAM already has the stone to get a second TC as he ages up here. Really needs more wood and food at the moment. Focus. The other way around, same thing as Keist. 5 on the food and the wood first before he really looks at getting any stone. So MAGMAM likely to overgather on the stone just like he did last game, but he'll probably once again look at really just towering up his base here. He's investing in another wood storehouse, but ideally he'd put it right here because then it'd double his berry storehouse as well. So an idler there as well. Focus going for his age up 15 villages to MAGMAM's 12. Sorry, 14 to MAGMAM's 12. 13, sorry. And his age up's going to kick in at 15 vils. MAGMAM gathering quite a lot of stone here. Focus is going to go for an early barracks. He's going to look at trying to put some pressure on. He's going to add some houses as well. Probably going to want to start gathering some gold. MAGMAM play a really nice defensive late game. We'll see how this game goes. If it's a good pairing, we might be able to go for a best of 3. So Focus going to really commit to early army here. A range and a barracks. So MAGMAM hasn't actually seen any of this go on. Maybe a little bit defenseless until he actually gets the second town center and the towers. He can afford the town center or a couple of towers, but not both. Like you're going to go up to 3 or 4, as he was doing. Very defensive, like a PvE player. Focus just adding more stuff. Let's cut villages here. Oh, here we go. He's going for more villages. 18 to 19 villages for MAGMAM, who's getting his Temple of Ra now, so he's not actually going to interrupt his vil count as well. So one of the perks of Egyptians. A lot of health left on MAGMAM's scout. There is on focuses, and it sort of is important because it means they've either got to get healing ointment and sort of sit back with the scout, or they risk losing it. Oh, there we go. So MAGMAM scout gets picked off by the first Toxotes, and he's going to get forced back off this hunt. So Focus is prepared to deal a bit of early damage here. Let's try and wear things down for his opponent. Not looking at getting any early stone. Just adding houses and more army here. MAGMAM probably going to want to garrison the priestess here. He is going to lose her. And maybe another villager here. He's going to get the second TC though. Focus not daring enough to dive, but might be able to pick off some of these idle gatherers over here. MAGMAM does get these guys out of the way. It's also going to be able to get that TC up. Kill counts 22 to 23 in favour of Focus at the moment. He's definitely got more in the way of army. But right now, well, this will give him map control. Be very hard for MAGMAM to push out here, but he's going to start adding towers. If he can finish them, this is a big gain. If Focus figures out what he's doing, dives in here, he can really uproot his opponent here. It's a nice force he's got, so he's just coming forward. I don't think he can see the tower just yet, and that's a bit unfortunate. Maybe going to try and hit the wood line. So MAGMAM a little bit lucky here because he's going to finish the tower. Instantly going to add a second one here. Focus unaware. Oh, he is going to see it finish. And the villagers start the next one. So he has left that a little bit late. If that tower didn't go up, if he got in beforehand, he'd be pretty safe to actually try and push and interrupt it. But now with that second tower, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. He's going to go age 3 in the meantime. Which is an interesting approach. Still only on the one town center. But this way he gets access to really, really early rams. And he might get a couple of villages of MAGMAMs here. 23 to 27 in favor of Focus at the moment. Well, if he just sits here, he might be able to get another pickup. So MAGMAM's not interested in training any army before he gets chariots out. He's going to try and get on the other hunt. At this stage, Focus hasn't seen, but he's going to be able to drive back this other villager. 24 vills to 27. MAGMAM's going to want to add some army here. Focus, still no stone, but a bit of wood and a bit of gold in the bank. He can add early rams here. And he's going to see MAGMAM go for that next tower. So another, well, forward workshop already. And MAGMAM, this is his main food source at the moment, so he can be pushed off this as well. He's got a few low villages, so they'll die pretty quickly. Focus needing a bit more gold to actually, or a bit more houses actually to add some rams here. Well, MAGMAM, he's really going to want to add a stables or a barracks here. If he can just get some camels or some axemen out, he might be able to defend this. He's got a lot of towers going up, but Focus is going to see them. He's going to be able to start adding rams now. MAGMAM producing out of 1 TC at the moment, and not the one that's actually being empowered, so he does actually have 18-second train time for villages. Oh, there we go, his other TC's training now. That'll be good for him, so he can try and catch up on vills, because he does have 2 TC over his opponent. This is extremely defensive from him, though. Focus, he could add a second TC here, or he could even just get a bit of stone for ranged armor. Even that might be useful at this stage, because it's not as though MAGMAM has any army. But Focus tapping... Oh, well, sorry. MAGMAM tapping out because he sees the ram. I can't see line of sight, but I'm assuming he's just seen the rams entering. So military definitely favouring Focus, of course. And GG, looks like Focus takes the game.